Greetings, I'm Falconer Grey, and we're back with more MechWarrior 3 Pirates Moon. Last time out was mostly successful, I'd say. We were able to get through a couple of missions fairly cleanly, tried a few new things which seemed to be working out, but then we fell back into old habits, got sucked in by the game, ran a little bit too hard, and we paid the price. So we're going to continue on now at mission 7 of the campaign, and hopefully we can keep things in order. I've made only a few small changes compared to what we saw last time. Still going to be running the Warhawk, a favourite mech of mine, couldn't help myself, but I have removed the LRM-10, given us some more heat sinks and an AMS as well for some additional protection. We are a tiny bit underweight just due to some space issues. The double heat sinks will do that, but I think we'll be fine from there. We've kept our lance mates the same. We have a Pona in the Thor with 4 medium lasers, PPC and an LB-10X autocannon, and Alan Matilla in the Atlas with 2 PPCs, 4 Streak 6s, and the Ultra AC-20. In this mission last time out, we actually got through it pretty okay. Things started to fall apart, however, when we had some difficulty with crossing the terrain, and we found ourselves stuck in, or going basically one against an entire lance of enemy mechs. So let's not make that same mistake.
Reactor online, sensors online, weapons online, all systems nominal.
Okay, so as we recall from last time, this mission begins with a bit of an ambush. We're going to be
starting to think these New Belt pirates aren't so tough.
I'm inclined to agree, Alan. Let's get the stragglers and...
Holy crap!
Damocles 1 to base. What in the hell is going on?
On board, we've got all types of signals. Looks like a all-out invasion. Pirate dropships are landing all over the planet.
That can't be right.
I'm
We're not too busy, I could use it.
immediately.
Roger.
Don't need to tell us twice.
So, as I was saying,
I kick ass.
we're hit hard from the start, but we're doing okay. We had some success here last time by just being smart with the terrain, being patient, and I did not even notice that awesome up there. That's the visibility punishing us. Once again, I really appreciate this target computer. It seems to be doing us some favours. Same goes for the heavy hitting nature of these PPCs. Very satisfying.
Damocles 1 to Corona base. What now?
Roger, Lieutenant. We've got our own problems. But be advised, an enemy dropship has been detected between you and the objective area, so expect company.
Leave it to Susie Ryan to make this interesting. Sinclair out.
Same goes for that Ultra autocannon that our Atlas is carrying. Does a lot of damage. It seems that at least what's been working for me has been the big heavy hitting weapons, the PPCs, the autocannons. At least for putting them down. But we still need to be playing smart and staying out of trouble.
You're the boss.
Affirmative.
Because it's the exact same for the enemy. Those PPCs hit hard, and that Mad Cat loadout with the 4 Streak 6s is brutal to be on the receiving end of.
I've got some problems.
All behind the Atlas, and we'll put them down. There we go, Mad Cat down, and we have
Sure.
the other Atlas, and that'll be this lot done. With these extra heat sinks, we can group fire we can fire by pairs, which seems to be quite effective. With a little bit of stagger, it allows us to continue without shutting down. And I'll take that.
Waiting for
Thank you
rendezvous
very
coordinates.
much. Now, placement. Let's get
Roger
our
that, Lance
MFB
Leader.
set up.
Transferring now.
Get everybody repaired and healthy,
Lead the way.
and then we'll
Following
continue on.
information.
Last time out, our guys got stuck on the terrain here, so we'll hopefully lead them away. Get everybody repaired and reloaded, and then head south. We're going to be taking a different route this time.
We have arrived and are ready to deploy.
It seems that our friendly lance mates have a hard time with the canyons here. I'm still not convinced about their ability to jump jet across. I feel like it's only at programmed points that they're able to do that. And I do not want to be charging on ahead, only to find myself stuck alone, facing heavy opposition, which is exactly what happened last time.
All repairs are done and we're out of here.
So, we're happy again. How is everybody else looking?
Targeting.
No trouble for Epona.
Targeting.
Alan, you did some tanking for us, which I'm very happy with. Thank you kindly.
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates. Roger that, Lance
But
Leader.
let's get you all
Transferring
fixed
now.
up. I want to make sure
We
that
have
we have
arrived and are ready to deploy.
plenty of firepower
Heading for
and
briefing.
armor before we head off. But this time we're going to, as I said, take a different route. Where's my... Okay. It is these... you can't see my bloody cursor. Some of the crossings here, one of the crossings fell out from under us and left us trapped away from our lance mates. So this time we're going to head down this direction and
Guys are
hopefully
done and
have
we're
the
heading out.
terrain on our side rather than being trapped in the middle.
Yep, right on your tail.
On your 6.
I'm hoping as well that we can keep range or keep distance between us and the enemy. Alan in his Atlas. I'm a little bit impatient with this sort of stuff. I don't want to be left. I don't want to be crawling towards our objectives, but at the same time, we are going to have to allow the Atlas to keep up with us. So we'll just cruise on here for a bit, see if we can pick up something to shoot at, and play it a bit smarter. The other thing that I noticed was the supernova that we went up against. The standard loadout of the supernova is 6 large lasers, and they generally play as a long-range sniper. So when I see a supernova, I'm used to closing the distance, getting in his face, and that's
Targeting.
generally how we deal with them. But
You're the boss.
this time was firing
Consider
autocannons
it
at us,
done.
not large lasers. And from the previous mission where we attacked the pirate base, that was the first time we met a supernova, and we salvaged a couple of LB-20 autocannons. I think that is what these supernovas are carrying,
The suggestions, though.
which is trouble. I do not want to get close.
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates.
I won't shoot
Roger
you.
that.
Do not
Lance
want to
Leader.
get close
Transferring now.
to
Thanks.
something carrying dual LB-20s.
You say so.
So let's see
Right
if
away,
we
sir.
can hold our distance. What is with the targeting computer here? I don't know if that's a problem or if that's maybe an ECM style thing. Not sure. But let's do what we can at range.
Need help.
And try and avoid the group, because these guys are not alone.
One in a million shot.
Okay, Pona, how much damage did you take?
Another
I think
pirate lance.
Lead the
come
way.
back to me. Let's fall back a bit, guys. Come on. Pona's legged. That's trouble. Where are you getting shot from?
I need backup.
Oh my god.
Could use some backup right about now.
Targeting.
So we'll get opponent ahead as soon as the MSBs are set. The Centurion, that's probably the lightest thing we've seen for a while.
Ready to deploy.
Rendezvous with refit vehicle.
So the Centurion is down. Now what are our objectives here? Clear away the rendezvous point, which is not that far away.
Targeting.
So Epona charging on ahead. She's lost a weapon or two there, and fortunately it shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's very unlucky to be legged with such little damage. MechWarrior 3, of course, is unique to the series in that destruction of a leg results in that mech is dead, which is something you could definitely cheese. And we have an Atlas. We'll take him out from range if we can. And it seems that in I don't want to say at a random rate, but if you take enough damage to your legs, you'll end up limping, which is actually a really satisfying effect and probably what everybody is used to. But sometimes it doesn't take much for that to happen. Epona should nearly be healed, so she'll be back up to speed. Let's go.
Following information.
Let's head forward. So we've actually taken out quite a few enemies here. We had the Supernova. There was another Masakari, an Awesome, a Centurion, and an Atlas. They've had plenty that they've thrown at us here, but picking them off at range definitely seems to be the safe bet. Earlier on in this run, I was thinking that closing the distance, using heavy lasers, SRMs, would be our playstyle, but I don't think that's the case. Another Centurion. The enemies here are they're too aggressive and they're too accurate to be closing the distance on. If they've got long range weapons, lasers, PPCs, they're landing shots in a really devastating manner, and by the time you get face to face with your short range weapons, you're already in a world of hurt. So let's put the Centurion down. Again, can't quite tell if he is behind cover or not, which is still frustrating to me. I do have to admit, I love this build. It's not just a pretty face.
Connor Sinclair to base. Have arrived and secured the area.
Acknowledged, Lieutenant. Sorry, but we were totally unprepared for this.
No kidding. Sinclair out.
So there we go. Much better performance. Very happy with that.
All present and accounted for. The three of us who are left to the commando. The pirates are everywhere. I don't know how this could happen. Dropships everywhere you turned. Not only that, but they've retaken their advanced base near Corona, though it's severely hampered by the lack of power. Worse, they've established a camp along the road to Madre and may have found a new way to the crater. Some of the Lyrans are screaming that the Rim Collective has betrayed Vale, and the Collective throws the accusation right back. I can't explain how all this has happened, but it's time to draw a line in the dirt and see who stands on our side against this invasion.
Okay, 2 Awesomes that we've salvaged. Another assault mech. I feel like we're gonna have to be playing heavy from here on out. Plenty of additional weapons. More LB-20 autocannons. Heavy hitters. I think that's very much what that Supernova was carrying. So noted from here, let's stay away from Supernovas. We don't want to be getting close. and lots of ammo for those as well. So we may end up bringing LB-20s into the fray. We'll see.
Dominic is alive. The report was brief, but apparently he escaped captivity earlier and finally made it back to Corona. The report claims that he has important information, but there's no time for it now. He can rejoin with the crew recovering our mechs along Desolation Ridge. We're defending the base at Portal against 2 dropships that have landed nearby. We'll be assisting combined units of Lyran Alliance and Rim Collective forces. Whatever insanity has gripped these 2 factions, it has apparently not touched these warriors. The stronghold was built from the remains of earlier camps, though it is much better defended. The pirates have apparently learned from their mistakes. Or maybe Susie Ryan is taking a direct hand in the attack this time. If she's out there, I'm going to find her. This ends now.
So we are back at the Road to Madre and a defense mission. Let's see what we can work with. We're going to keep the Atlas. Worked very well. Actually, let's make sure we're happy with our ammunition. Still good there. We should still be carrying plenty of streak and ultra autocannon ammo. Let's just be safe. Actually, that is our last ton of streak ammo. So we'll have 1 reload for the mission. A decent amount of Ultra AC-20 ammo, so we're happy there. We may need to make some adjustments to the Atlas after this, but we'll see. We're going to lose the Thor. Served Epona very well, but I think that the armor is just not going to cut it from here on. So let's see what we can do with this Awesome. I actually think that I'm going to take a similar approach to what we've done with the Warhawk and stay simple. The Awesome is a PPC heavy mech to begin with, so we're just going to move to something of a clan-based build. I do also like to keep things approximately true to lore. That's just my tastes. I do like to try and roleplay it a little bit. Try and think about what you'd actually have to work with, or what things would actually be like. Can we run with 4 clan PPCs? Maybe. We're going to want as much armor as we can get. We'll switch to our ferro armor so that we're saving as much weight as possible while still getting maximum benefit there. We'll go like so, just to keep everything nice and protected. And where are we at? We've got 4 PPCs. We're going to need plenty of double heat sinks. So the Awesome is an 80-ton mech, and the Masakari is an 85-tonner. So they're going to come out very similar. We're not fitting jump jets this time because we're not on a jump jet map. Alright, it's 20. We will go with the AMS though. That's probably helpful. I'm not sure that I want to go with any other weapons besides the PPCs. We'll just keep them. That's it for criticals. We'll just keep them firing as much as we can. And yeah, that'll be what we run with. Again, a little bit underweight just due to critical space, but that's hardly a problem. So 2 very similar loadouts here with the... I suppose we can actually drop the jump jets, as I said this time. We don't need them on this map. We will use that to buy us a couple of extra heat sinks, just so that we can keep things firing as much as possible, especially if we're out of the water. There is water which will help out on this map, but we may not always be in that order. Now let's say right for right. And quickly get the salvage out of the way. We will lose the Owens, which we never even used. Keep the other awesome, just in case that comes up. We'll grab ourselves the clan weapons that we can take. I did clean out our inventory a little bit earlier. LRM-15s. Okay, so we can run some missile support. How did I miss that? How much ammunition do we have for these LRM-15s? Because nowhere near enough. Pirates Moon, you're a very cruel mistress. Plenty of that LB-20 ammo though. We may see LB-20s come into play as we go along. The only thing I'm anxious about with using heavy autocannons like that is their very short range. I do not want to be getting face to face with Atlas, Mad Cat, Warhawk, all those things they've been throwing at us, because we'll just get eaten to bits before we get there. I would love to do an Artemis build with a whole bunch of LRMs for our lance mates, but it seems like that's not going to happen. So let's see what we can put together here. A defense mission. Fingers crossed that that allows us to play it patient and not have to go running off chasing people. We'll see.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Sinclair to all units. The pirates will be on us like sharks scenting blood. I want everyone on their toes.
So, we've got quite a ways to go. We need to escort the convoy to Portal Base at Baker, which is all the way up the top of the map, 3.5 kilometers away, almost 4. So we've got a bit of a march ahead of us. Not really much of a defense then. That's not what it said in the briefing. We're actually doing a convoy escort.
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates. Roger that, Lance Leader. Transferring now.
Hopefully, we don't have to rush ahead too far. I don't like. Nobody likes
On
escort
approach.
missions.
Protect the convoy
Roger
at
that,
all
Lance Leader.
costs.
Transferring now.
Acknowledged, sir.
So we've got a
Consider
Sunder,
it
first
done.
one of these for the run. 90 tons, fast. AC-20s, Gauss rifles, PPCs, all sorts of fun stuff. So we need to put him down quick.
Targeting.
So definitely carrying Gauss rifle there, at least one. But
These pirates aren't kidding. Compromise
Put together,
detected.
convoy.
that's a bit cheap. I feel that that's not really deserved. I think that was the destruction of that Sunder, splash damage on the convoy.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Like I
All
said,
systems nominal.
nobody likes
Sinclair to all
escort missions.
units. The pirates will be on us like sharks scenting blood. I want everyone on their toes.
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates.
Targeting.
You're the boss.
Right away, sir. Targeting.
Heads
Alright,
up, people.
Let's try and get the
Pirate
Sunder at
mechs on
range,
approach.
because I think that's what hurt us last time,
Convoy at all costs.
was getting so close to him.
Acknowledged, sir. Targeting.
And what kind of Vulture have we got? Vulture C. I believe that's the dual Gauss variant, which
Targeting.
course it is. So
Core meltdown imminent.
we don't want him to stay up very long.
Core meltdown imminent. Core meltdown imminent.
So
Targeting.
that's the Vulture down. Now just the Sunder. Pony, you are already in trouble.
One in a million.
So we need a Pona to repair.
Our side.
How did she fare? Legged again, girl. You're not doing too well on that front. And why is the... Why is the MFB so far away?
Roger
Oh,
that,
because
Lance
the...
Leader. Transferring now.
Ah, they didn't bloody move in the first place. That's frustrating. I wish we could order the convoy to stop and wait for us, because I do not want to be running ahead. Well, I don't want it running ahead, and I don't want to be rushing.
Yes, sir. Rendezvous with refit vehicles.
So let's
Lead the way.
see. If we stop, do they stop? Or the last convoy mission we had, they just ran on without us, and somehow still completed the mission, which I don't think is really what the game intended, but I'll take it. I've been saying all this time that we need to be patient, and we get convoy missions, which is anything but. Okay, Atlas is still with us, good. Excuse me. That is not how we cross bridges.
We have arrived and are ready to deploy.
Yes, sir. Rendezvous with refit vehicles.
So, you there, Epona? Should be. I do not like being out in the middle like this, because you just know that it's going to be a... you just know we're going to be hit from both sides. And that's not going to be fun.
All repairs are done and we're out of here.
Thank you.
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates. Roger that, Lance Leader. Transferring now.
Right, so we'll
On
send the
your six.
MFB ahead now. Hopefully we won't have to wait for them later on. And also, thankfully, this convoy isn't that fast. We've got friendly turrets by the look of it.
Targeting.
And
Affirmative.
Orion, which may be the
Affirmative.
first... Oh no, we had an Orion earlier, in one of the earlier missions. They're, not quite as terrifying in Pirates Moon as they are in the main game, but still plenty of armor, resilient, and still able to ruin our day.
Meltdown imminent.
Jeez, these guys are... Oh, please. Well, we had a crash. I will be back at it in a moment, but how frustrating is that? And we are back. I have to say that MechWarrior 3 and Pirates Moon have been generally quite stable for me. I've had very, very few crashes, but of course, if it's ever going to crash, it's going to crash whilst you're recording. That's just the way of the world, isn't it? But enough of that. Let's continue. Let's pick up right where we left off. And hopefully
Reactor
not
online.
exploding.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Sinclair to all units. The pirates will be on us like sharks scenting blood. I want everyone on their toes.
So we know what to expect this time. We're going to have a Sunder and a Vulture ahead of us. I think that was that turret. So here's the Sunder. I'm going to try a little bit of a different
You're the
strategy
boss.
with
the
how
way.
we use our lance mates, because
Heads up, people.
Detected.
Pirate ships on approach. Protect the convoy at all
Core
costs.
meltdown
Opening
imminent.
when we order our lance mates to attack, they close the distance. They just run straight at the enemy and just stand there trading with them. They're not really that developed or sophisticated. So our Atlas has plenty of armor and close range weapons, so I want him up close. But Epona in that awesome, she has the least armor out of all of us, and she has long range weapons as well, so I want to try and keep her at range, keep her firing those PPCs. She's not in any position to stand toe to toe with what we're up against, so we might try that approach from here. How are we doing? Alan's all right. Only a little bit of damage there, so let's continue up the road. Fortunately for us, the convoy seems to be relatively slow, which, if I'm going to do a convoy mission, that's the way you want it to be. I don't want to be rushed. I don't want to be pushed into fighting a run and gun style mission. That's not really what we're about, because we know that Pirates Moon likes to punish mistakes,
and are ready to deploy.
and that's an easy mistake to make. So why are we even doing that? She's fine. Everyone's fine. We're fine. We don't need repairs. We just need to continue on up the road and keep doing damage at range. That's what's working for us.
Yep, right on your tail.
That's what we need to
On
do.
your
Is
six.
everybody with us? There's Alan. Where's Epona? Are you there, guys? What's going on? Don't tell me they're stuck. We get stuck on terrain, and the last thing we need... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Come on. Come on, come on.
Lead the way.
Following information.
What do I even say to this? We're stuck on a bridge, and we're not even on the bridge. Come on, this is a bit of a joke. I'm sorry.
You're the boss.
Can we move to
Consider
there?
it done.
We're turning around. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, off the bridge, please. What about this way? Can we go over here?
If you say so.
Affirmative.
This isn't even frustrating. This is bad game. Game, you're letting us down. You're letting us down. I'm going to cut this here. I'm going to try and get everybody back on track. I think that, you know what, we're gonna restart the mission and try and pick up at this point. Hopefully, leading our lacking lance mates away from that bridge. We'll pick up shortly. Yeah, that sucks. All right, thank you for waiting. No thanks to you, game. But we're back, and as you can see, we have managed to get our friends to take a slightly different way past this bridge. So, hopefully, we won't run
Pulling up the
into
rear.
any more issues of that sort, but that remains to be seen. I don't like straying off the I do not like straying from the path, but we may have to do that
Targeting.
so that we don't get stuck on bridges. I didn't think it would be too much to ask to expect the AI to be able to use the environment that they are in, but I maybe need to remind myself that this game is over 20 years old, and maybe they were still figuring things out. Maybe there was still a bit to learn. Maybe there was just the pressure of putting it all together. Of course, MechWarrior 3 itself had a pretty difficult development. I don't know the story of Pirates Moon all that much, but as an expansion pack you might assume that they didn't have the luxuries that one might expect with a full game, but I'm just speculating, I really don't know. Now, I did say I didn't want to be going face to face, but do what you got to do. We have an Atlas that needs to go down. Let's try and get our Atlas there. Oh, no, please. Alright, we can work this bridge. Oh, you're kidding. So we had another crash, but we're back. I suppose that's all part of what a blind playthrough is. We get to experience the good, the bad, and the ugly. Pirates Moon isn't really showing us its best at the moment, but that's how it goes sometimes. So let's put this mission behind us. I'd like to get it completed. I'd like to see a victory at the end of all this, so let's go. We're going to take what we learned,
Sensors online. Weapons online. All
which
systems
is
nominal.
that we
Sinclair
need
to all
to
units. The pirates
stay
will be
away
on us
from that
like
first
sharks
bridge.
sending blood. I want everyone on their toes.
that we need to send our Atlas ahead first
Right on your tail.
to get up
On your
close
six.
with our opponents. He can take some damage for us. He can deal plenty as well. But we need the AI
Following
to
your lead.
play along. for that
Following
to work.
information.
That goes for
Targeting.
You're the boss.
everybody. That goes for
Heads up, people.
our AI, for theirs.
Approach. Protect the convoy at all costs.
Let's please just have
Acknowledged,
a
sir.
trouble-free run. So we've got a Sunder first of all. This Sunder has a Gauss rifle and a PPC, which is a pretty nasty combination. He's also got some SRMs in there. It's not a bad mech. It can do a lot of damage if it wants to. And we've got that Vulture as well. That Vulture has twin Gauss rifles, which is a bad time for anybody. Let's actually put him down quick. Not a lot of armor, but plenty of offensive firepower, so I'll take a shot when I can get it.
Missile launch detected.
That is
Targeting.
one of the traits of MechWarrior 3 that I do really appreciate, is the way that your mech gets thrown about as it takes fire. Just adds another element that you have to be conscious of. He is taking so much damage. Look at how much armor was stripped away from that Thunder.
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates. Roger that, Lance.
Okay, so
Targeting.
Atlas is fine. Where are you, Epona? There you are. Everyone is fine. I've taken a little bit of damage, but nothing too bad. So we'll continue on. Let's stay away from that bridge, because our
Lead the
lance
way.
mates, this one here, our lance mates don't really like it. So we'll cross through the water. Hopefully we're able to not have any trouble with that. Through the water. Maybe even staying over this side of the island might not be a bad idea. We've got one turret down, another turret here, two turrets down.
Targeting.
He's getting us from range. See, they are are bloody accurate. That's over 900 meters, and those shots are landing. Fortunately, fortunately for us, I'll take ERPPCs over. What would that be on an Orion? Those are pulse lasers. Those are large pulse lasers. Maybe X-pulse lasers. I'm not actually sure. I'm not actually 100% sure of exactly where the X-pulse lasers come into it. Whether they are greater range, more damage, or something else. I'm really not sure. But that's okay. He's down. Now we've got an Atlas. That's you, Alan. And this is that. This is the same a mine entrance. That's the same base that we had to destroy.
We have arrived and are ready to deploy.
Targeting.
Or is this all the equipment? Not sure. Destroy camp and defenses, which is at this nav point. I don't want to crest up just. Here we go, yes. Let's get an angle. Let's not shut down in front of an Atlas, please. Thank you. We're in the water. We've got a number of different lines on him. He is down and not getting up. Did he get knocked down and shut down?
Convoy Damocles 1, we're getting thrashed out here, sir. These pirates aren't kidding around.
Keep it
I wonder what
together,
goes with
convoy.
that. I
We're
don't think
on
we
it.
have the time to. I don't think we have the time to go sussing it out. But where is our convoy? Here is our convoy. Let's.
Affirmative.
Oh, we lost our Atlas. I didn't even see that happen. I did not see that happen, but we lost. Oh, we lost our Atlas. I don't think we did anything wrong there. Did he get caught in Did he get caught in splash damage or something? Because we were fine. We were really doing a number on that enemy Atlas. He died. The camp exploded.
Repairs are done and we're heading out.
So did Alan get caught in the base explosion? There's just every now and then something that it throws at us that I'm not prepared for or not expecting.
Dropship. Damocles 1 to all units. Here we go. Rely on
That's-
that dropship and watch your backs.
That's starting in the water is not fair. Come on. Now we know we have to protect this convoy. I said I didn't want to be up and close and personal, but here we are. Oh, that's... was that a friendly turret? I can't even tell.
Targeting.
You know, this is exactly the sort of point in a convoy run where they do a number on you. So there's still
Right away, sir. Mayday, mayday!
this guy. Let's...
Countdown imminent. Secondary objective complete.
Oh, good lord. All enemy mechs gone. We're successful there. Convoy. Is that our convoy? That's our convoy.
Mission successful.
That was an ordeal. It's not supposed to be that hard. I don't really know what to say, but I'll take it.
Treachery. Dominic has regrouped with the commando, and does he have a story to tell? Several of our battles have not been against pirates, but Lyrans masquerading as pirates. The early attacks along the road to Madre, and the recent battle which we missed that has the Rim Collective and Lyran Alliance ready to jump for each other's throats. Apparently, a renegade group of Lyran fanatics hopes to wrest away complete control of Planet Vale. Dominic was their guest until freed during the fight between the Collective and foe pirates. He stole an atlas, bringing its usual mech warrior back as prisoner. Their secret known, the Lyran force is moving against Madre itself. Sides are chosen. Now it's time for actions to be our voice.
Okay, that was much harder than it needed to be, but I think for not our own doing. So I can say we played well, at least for the most part. But these are the challenges that we face sometime. And I'm a little bit confused as to why Alan is here looking totally fine. I thought he was destroyed there because he was not showing up on our LanceMate screen. And I couldn't see him anywhere. But I'll take it. I'd rather not lose an Atlas. So we salvage an awesome couple of Gauss rifles. What I really want is some Gauss rifle ammo, though, because we haven't been able to... 29 rounds, that's much better. I was going to say we haven't been able to make use of Gauss rifles, but maybe we will be now. We'll see what happens. I think we're going to call it there. I would have liked to have got some more missions done, but we just lost so much time with all of the dramas. But what do you do? Thanks for watching.